Welcome to the What's Up Verdict podcast, where we fashion ourselves cinematic judge and jury. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-host, Alec Burgess.
Let's get it.
We appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and hit that follow, subscribe, like, bell notification buttons. Tell a family member about us. Tell a friend about us. Don't tell anybody related to this movie.
This month. Don't need nothing for this month.
You know, I mean, if somebody could tell Lauren Cohen about us, I'd probably be okay with that, but that's about the extent of it. Yeah, but before we jump in, it's a new month. Well, it's middle of a new month, I guess.
No, this is week one. This is week one of a new month.
All my shit's blending together, dude. So it's it's a new month, and it's not going to be Alec's favorite month. But before we get into what it is, you should go check out our partner in crime, Dubby. You can check them out at dubby.gg. They make energy powder. They're really great. Jitterless, as you can see on the label, Jitterless energy powder or blend. It's made with green coffee bean extract. There are a few other things in there, but that's the majority of their formula is the green coffee bean extract. Tastes really good. They got some awesome flavors. They got really cool cups. They got hats. They got gear, all sorts of stuff. And you, by listening to us and checking us out, can get 10% off of your order if you put in the code RVerdict, all one word, in checkout. We do get a little bit of a commission, so we appreciate that. It does help to keep the podcast afloat. But either way, we just appreciate being here. So let's jump into the first episode of this lovely month that is movies with creepy dolls. That's featuring creepy dolls. Don't forget, movies featuring creepy dolls. To kick us off, we're starting the month off with The Boy. It was released January 22nd, 2016. It was written by Stacey Manier, and it was directed by William Brent Bell. It stars Lauren Cohen, Rupert Evans, James Russell, Jim Norton, Diana Hardcastle, Ben Robson, and Jet Klein. It's about an American nanny who's shocked that her new English family's boy is actually a life-size doll. After she violates a list of strict rules, disturbing events make her believe the doll is really alive. It's a fitting synopsis. This was your pick, so I'm going to pass this to you and let you tell us why.
Yeah, look, there's no way I was going to win this month. So I just kind of threw spaghetti at the wall to see if it was done, see what stuck, what I could get out of it. And I was very, very disappointed with The Boy. I had not seen it before, obviously. I tend to avoid any and all movies that have creepy dolls in them at any and all times. And I was sitting there watching this, and I was disappointed. Like, mad. I think they had a real good thing going.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why, like, the scary doll horror tropes work, right? And there's a reason why people don't deviate very much, and you always seem to have the same kind of possessed doll situation, and it's because it works.
Yeah.
They tried to go off script with this and turn freaking Brahms into like a mixture of Boo Radley and Bruno from Encanto. And I was mad. I was mad at the end because you had an opportunity and then you wasted it. And the last, I don't know, like what, 20 minutes of this movie or whatever is absolute horseshit. And it ruins the whole setup that it takes to get to like this big climatic moment. And it took me all of 30 seconds to fix their fucking movie. All you had to do was change when Brahms exists, pretty much, as a boy, right? Instead of making him the old couple's son, make him some ancient Egyptian or whatever. And the fun part is every caretaker that comes becomes his new parents. So like the old couple, they got roped in by someone else to take care of, and then you're stuck. So nanny comes in from America, old couple leaves. Now they're getting off scot-free, right? And that's the end type of a thing. Now she's stuck as Brahms' new caretaker. Because that to me is far more creepy while still not playing into fully into that doll trope. But I was disappointed. I was so mad that they ruined this movie. But what about you, JJ? Had you seen this before?
I hadn't. I'll be honest. We'll kick this off in week 1. I have not seen any of the movies in this month.
What?
Yeah, so I picked 3 movies that I had never seen purposefully, right? And then I knew you would pick movies that I had never seen because I don't do dolls. Like, dolls aren't my thing either. Like, I don't have the same level of fear that level of fear that you do. Like, I don't have that. Like, I actually enjoy horror, but I don't love dolls. Like, there's a subset of horror, like with dolls and then little kids, that I just don't like. I'll watch them still, don't get me wrong, but they're not my first choice in horror. So I tend to avoid them. Now, I do remember seeing like the previews and stuff for this, and I was like, okay, well, Lauren Cohen's riding the coattails of her Walking Dead fame and all that stuff, and then doing some terrible movies, get paychecks, and I respect it because I really like Lauren Cohen. But so I hadn't seen it, and I had a feeling I wasn't going to enjoy it very much because it just didn't feel. It just wasn't something that, because like usually if a movie looks really good, regardless of if it has dolls or little kids in it that scare me, like I can't remember the name of it right now, but there's that one with like the opposite side of Superman. Like if this kid has the superpowers basically of Superman, but he becomes evil and like starts laying waste to people, including his like adopted parents and whatnot. Anyway, I can't remember the name of it, but it's really creepy. And very good. Not my jam because I don't like creepy kids, but this one was good. And I was like, okay, I'll sacrifice because it looks good. This one I was just never, I was like, this doesn't even look like it's something. So in watching, I say all that to say that in watching it, I agree with you. I was disappointed because if I watch horror, it turns into like a violent suspense movie. You know what I mean? Like where, and then it's like, it turns out the joke's on everybody because, spoiler alert, Brahms is still around.
He's been living in the walls.
And I'm like, first of all, I've got some fundamental issues with how that works, and nobody's figured it out. You know what I mean? Before, anyway, so that's one problem. And two, to your point, like, there's just so many better ways to have done this to make it scary and creepy versus like, ooh, this feels really awkward and uncomfortable. And I don't like it when dolls are moving places in the house. And she's kind of going a little nuts because all she does is giggle at it. And I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? And then all of a sudden I start to go, this doesn't feel right. And then I didn't figure out that he was like living in the walls until he pops out. But I was like, yeah, that just, the payoff wasn't there. So I agree. They missed the boat hardcore on this one.
Well, even the way he pops out is confusing. Like True. When they get to their reveal, I still spent about, 2 minutes going, is this just him in like demon form? Or is this like the actual dude? He's just been living in the walls because he like busts out of, it was like a mirror or something, right?
Yeah.
That he busts out of. And like, first of all, how? Okay. Let's how? Second of all, you don't reveal what's happening soon enough when you're taking this sideways twist. Because I sat there and I was looking at it, and it took me a couple minutes to be like, to go back and forth between, oh, here we go. You broke the thing that's containing its spirit and now it's here we go. And then I was like, no, wait, this dude has just been living in the walls. And so when you get to your big reveal, you take way too long to do it. And so by that time I'm pulled out and disappointed because then I'm starting to think that's lame, that's stupid. This you turned it into just a creepy movie where now the scenes of, when she notices her hair's been cut and her stuff gets moved around and all the doors and drawers are open in her room. And you're like,
Yeah.
dude, now you just made it creepy. Like you didn't have to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You didn't have to, but you did.
Yeah.
And to me, it felt like they went into this movie deciding, hey, we're not gonna use the horror trope, right? We're gonna do everything we can to try and move away from this while still telling or still trying to take all the parts that make a horror doll film a horror doll film.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. There's a reason why the formula works. I hate it. I don't like it, but it works and it's effective because of these, tropes that they go through. And so if you're gonna deviate, you really have to almost come up with your own thing or do something that has already been tried and tested.
Yeah.
And they didn't. They just kind of wiffle waffled back and forth, and then the big reveal is, oh, just kidding. And then I figured out that, oh, guess what? They made a second one. Or
they're making, what now?
Or they're making a second one. Like there's a sequel coming, and there's no way this was that successful.
Yeah,
because it's almost like kid gloves. We'll put it like this. It's the horror doll kid gloves for Gen Z and millennials like myself who don't like old scary doll movies and want that same experience or to think that we're brave. And so it's like this watered down, we'll say PG version of what the horror doll film trope is. And it doesn't land. It did not land for me at all. I hated the level of disappointment I had still 3 days later.
Yeah, and it's bad if you're disappointed.
Yeah,
in a horror movie.
like I wanted this to be so much better.
Yeah.
Because it could have been. They had it all set up to make it a really good movie, and they just fumbled.
Yeah,
fumbled it.
I'll say this too. Like I got real tired of the domestic violence trope in the whole thing too. Like it just like, and this isn't just to that, right? Like I think maybe this is how do I say this? I think this is a more global problem than just around DV, right? So domestic violence is a massive issue, and there are a lot of things that are massive issues in our world in general. And I think movies tend to take these things as distractionary points or plot MacGuffins, if you will, because that's all it was in this domestic violence situation was a plot MacGuffin for this movie, right? It's the only way she ends up in this house. It's the only way she ends up doing this stuff. It really has defined who she is to actually just fall in line with the rule book, right? Like, and I was like, this is so demonstratively bad in the fact that they were like, well, we need something that gets her here. Oh, let's give her an abusive boyfriend or abusive ex-boyfriend. And then like you add on the extra compounding piece of that she's had a DV caused, miscarriage on top of it. So now there's this extra fucking layer of, I want a kid. That makes me sad. And I'm like, it's so arbitrary and unnecessary, and it doesn't add value. In fact, it distracted me every time it came up. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go again. And again, it's not because I have a problem with discussing or showing or using like domestic violence and situations like that in a story that makes sense for it. But when it's just blatantly thrown around as a way to get a storyline together and then you fuck it up. Now I'm like, you just wasted a lot of goodwill, at least with me, on something that you could have, because to your point, if they switch up the story and how it goes, and because get this, but walk with me on this path.
Okay.
What you were talking about, maybe it's an Egyptian god or like demon or whatever. There's this fucking ghost that's an actual ghost that's inhabiting this doll, right? I'd be curious, like everything's going down this creepy shit. She kind of understands, if I need to be safe, I'm going to take care of this. And then she maybe gets a little bit of Stockholm syndrome or something. And they end up having this like actual weird uncomfortable, not natural, like, and I'm not talking about a relationship in the sexual fan, but like this mother-child relationship that's actually maybe on a some twisted, fucked up level can be portrayed as some level of healthy for the two of them, right? You have this ghost, this spirit that's trapped in this doll, which can't be pleasant if it's real. You know what I mean? Now you have this woman that's been through some shit and been through shit recently and is still worried that this guy's going to find her, right? Now, all of a sudden, we have the groundwork laid to where you've actually paid off to me on some level the fact that you're using this very terrible situation that's very real to a lot of people in the world to get your story moving forward. Now you have a reason when this guy shows up, instead of it being like just him being a petty little child and they're fucking being, you know, disruptive to the way of life that he wants. This is a spirit that's developed a relationship with this woman, and a woman that's developed a relationship with this spirit, and they're giving each other what they need, unhealthy or not. Now it's more believable when this spirit goes off the fucking rails and starts murking everybody that's in this house, because it found some level of peace with this woman, and now that's being threatened, right? And it's protecting her, whatever you want to call it. I think that would have been interesting as fuck, because now I'm torn, right? Now I'm like, this is a haunting spirit that's been torturing these old people, whether it's his parents or not, torturing them to the point that they fucking put rocks in their pockets and walk into a lake, which is fucked up, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just trying to like take this really twisted story and go, how could you have made it more poignant and actually make the story make sense and have it be like, I walk away, because I walk away from that movie going, the fuck did I just watch? And really, okay, so we slaughter boyfriend, right? Ex-boyfriend dies. Good riddance, motherfucker. We see fucking, what's his name? Milton. I don't remember his name. The other guy, the fucking caretaker guy. And Lauren Cohen's character burying ex-boyfriend in the woods. Even if it's like we keep the twisted level up and say next to the girl that what's his face murdered when he was alive, right? Even if you don't do that, but we see him burying him out in the woods and going walking back into their happy little home with their ghost ball baby. Child, whatever it is, that's fucked up. And now I'm going, whose side am I on? You know what I mean? And that's where I leave from a psychological thriller going, ooh, you got me on that deal. But by making him an actual human being that comes out of the walls, and you just negated any good storytelling, in my opinion, that you could have had, because now I'm just like, well, of course he's a fucking sociopath asshole. He was that before the doll came around. He created this doll because the fucker's fucked up. Now I can't be a fan.
Yeah.
I want to be a fan, right? Like I want to go. Would I stay if I if I had that kind of trauma, would that lead me to want a doll for a child because we've had this bond of some sort because of my past trauma and their fuck? Now I got to think about that shit, right? I don't think about shit when I get done watching this current form. I'm just like, I'm done.
100% agree, because I had it all set up as she like starts playing by the rules, and she gets further and further down crazy train to the point where, you know, watch the doll moves and all this stuff. And she's
so excited about it.
She is invested. She is going, you know, she's a couple cuckoo short of a full clock at this point. And she is fully invested in this happening. And so now, you get the brain going like, oh no, don't stay. Right. I'd have been gone way before this.
Oh, fuck yeah. The instant the doll came out, I was gone.
Yeah. If I stay and I cover the doll with a blanket and the blanket comes off, goodbye. I don't care what time of night it is. I'm out.
Yeah. It didn't even get that far. I go in and the lady goes, meet our son, and shows me the doll. And I giggle. Like, that's a good one. No, we're serious. Me too. See you later.
Bye.
I'm out. It ain't fucking happening, because I don't want to live in your house.
No.
Take the doll out. You fuckers are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm out. Yeah. So I never get that far. But they could have made me wonder if I might have.
Exactly, because they get all the way there. And then they just like, okay, we got to wrap it up. Shock and awe. Throw it out there, and it's like you had so many different ways you could have gone with the story that make it better, that leave you going, huh, Like, maybe what? Or, oh, that's kind of cool if they did this. And instead, they just went straight, again, straight Boo Radley is what they did to this poor dude.
Yep.
And they, he's just been a shut-in recluse, locked away, can't go outside, can't do anything. And, clearly it's messed with his developmental problems, understandably. But, and then the parents, because they've let this gone on for so long, just decide to call it quits.
Yeah.
No accountability. We're just done.
Yeah.
Adios. Bye. Yeah, the girl's yours now. Take care of her. That.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And so that's where it's like you had all these elements in there that you could have done to twist it and make it more ominous, more, open-ended, to the point of, oh, well, what's actually in the doll then that made this happen, or what are we actually dealing with? But no, they just went for busting out of a mirror and just going ape shit. So and lazy. At that point I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Then it was, are we done yet?
Yeah.
And not because I'm scared. It's, are we done yet? Because like this, I'm disappointed. That's the best way I could put it. I was disappointed at this.
Yep.
This pick, this movie. This is just, it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. And they had a really good kind of opening, really strong going through. I mean, I think they did a great job in their jump scares. Got me several times.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she goes up in the attic, I was like, don't do that. You know what's going to happen. You couldn't open it before. Now all of a sudden it's open on its own. Like, don't go up there. There's nothing up there for you. No reason to go up there. Nope. She goes up there and immediately it closes. Still got me. But they had almost all the right pieces and then just decided, nah.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say it was lazy, but I think it was just bad choices.
Yeah. I think it was trying to be different. Trying to almost have your cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say it again. The reason why it works is because it's tried and tested using all these tropes. And it's the same reason why there's really only one horror movie. They have all the same points and they hit all the same boxes because it works and it works well. And Sam Raimi came along and decided, hey, you know what? We're gonna build on what Hitchcock did, and we're gonna change this, and boom, here's your formula.
Yeah,
and it works.
Yeah,
and if you're going to deviate, you have to come up with something that's as good or better. If you're going to use the same points.
Yep.
If you're gonna check all the boxes in the formula, you have to come to the same answer that everybody else does.
Yep.
If you're trying to do your own answer, you got to rework your equation.
Mm-hmm.
You got to figure out how to get, because it's not balanced. And then this is what showed up, and I was sitting there going, it's almost like you're watching it with some sort of like parental filters on it, right, to cut out everything that doesn't make sense. And so it's like, oh, you get this cobbled together thing, alternate ending.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there going, it was disappointing.
Yeah. Full on. I was sad.
I don't want to say sad, but yeah, I was
sad. I was disappointed.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. I have to make a correction real quick. I lied.
Oh.
I have seen one of the movies. I forgot there's 5 this month. I have seen the 3rd movie of the month.
I was gonna say that's what.
Yeah. That one I have seen. The other 4 I have not.
Okay.
But I had to put that staple on the list. So, and you guys will know what we're talking about here in a couple weeks. But I have seen that one.
So. Or just go check TikTok. It's out on TikTok.
That's fair too. You can go check us out on TikTok. Or you can even go see Who Won at Patreon, because that list is still there too. Should we rate this thing?
Let's do it.
All right, Alec, your movie, your rating.
I'm giving it a 0.5. And it's the first time I'm giving a horror movie a low score. Not because I hated it, because it was just disappointing to watch. Yeah. I will never be watching this again. If the sequel thing is true, I will never be seeing that, because I don't think you can save yourself. It's going to be, somehow Brahm survived, and we're going to get, A ridiculous, stupid continue. Oh, I'm not seeing it.
2020.
Good Lord. The worst year for movies.
It was pretty bad.
So, yeah, I mean, there's not much I can add on to it. Just don't watch The Boy. It's not worth it. Go spend your time watching an actual psychological horror thriller.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what do you think, JJ?
Oh, my God, that movie has Katie Holmes in it.
Don't watch it, JJ. It's not worth it.
I'm not gonna.
Go watch Katie Holmes and something else.
I'm sitting here watching this going, how is that doll still there? Like,
because he glued it back together from dust when it shattered.
I guess, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, it already came out. I'm not watching it, but it's ironic how some of these movies get like they're really big fucking actors that I'm like, how the fuck did you pull that off? How did 2 get a bigger actor than 1? I don't know. I guess she's not much anymore either, but all right. I'm going to give this 0.5 as well. This movie was rough. It was dumb. I mean, it wasn't on the level of like Moonfall or anything, but it was pretty bad. I guess they attempted to do something different, which I can give credit for, but that's all the credit you're getting from me on this one. Even the fact that I love Lauren Cohen because she was in one of my favorite TV shows of all time called Chuck, and I like loved her character in it. It was funny. Anyway, she's only in 1 season and barely in it at all, but I really like her. But this movie sucked. It was just bad. It wasn't interesting. It was full of fucking shitty tropes and then turned it on its ear and it didn't work. Not in an effective way. So don't watch this. I'll never watch it again. It's booty. It's about all I got. It's booty that hasn't been washed. And there it is. That's this movie sucked. Don't watch it. I want to get done with this. Alec, tell everybody where they can find us when we're not fucking telling weird ass parents with a creepy doll kid that we're not fucking staying.
Yeah, happy to. Don't mention us to any of those weird people. We don't like them. But best place to find us is on YouTube, where you see our smiling faces or cringy faces, mad faces, bad faces, glad faces, sad faces while we're recording and talking about terrible movies that should never have been made. Aside from that, Patreon is the best place to currently get involved with the podcast. It's at What's Our Verdict Reviews. You can sign up for absolutely free and get involved in the voting choices for the podcast. Currently, there is a poll up for our movie topic for July. You can go vote now. Get your vote in and decide what the topic will be for July. Once that poll is done, we're going to be selecting movies that fit said topic, and we're going to be throwing those into a Patreon poll as well. So to vote is absolutely free. Just go to Patreon, get it done. Behind a little bit of a paywall on Patreon is almost 700 extra videos of bonus content if you would like to get more What's the Verdict in our life. It's everything from bloopers and outtakes all the way up to full-length episodes of movies nobody should watch, but we did for you. So you can check that out on Patreon. Special thanks to our current patrons, CB and Rich. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you guys voting in the polls. With that, I'll kick it back to the Mauling Monarch, Jack Dunn's baby, a JJ.
That's right. Appreciate it, Alec. Yeah, go check out all the places, but don't watch this movie. And with that, as always, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Cinemagic out.
Whoa!